WNBA players are acknowledging Caitlin Clark's really good. I saw this week that the coach of UConn, Gino Auriemma, acknowledging, yeah, I missed on that. He let his UConn bias get in the way of it. But I saw a poll. WNBA players were polled on who's going to be the face of the league in 5 years. And in a runaway vote, it was Caitlin Clark with about 55% of the vote. Juju Watkins and Paige Beckers, really, really good young players, dynamic players, were second and third. And I do think this is fair to say. For any employee base in any industry, in any company, for the employees to go from ignored to widely discussed and criticized is really difficult. It was a tsunami of attention. The league, the commissioner wasn't ready for it. The arenas, the ticket salesmen, they weren't ready for it. So you went from in the shadows to in the spotlight, and it was a microscope. It's almost like, I remember when I was a young broadcaster, I moved to Vegas and Mike Tyson came out. And a legendary old trainer said, you can't prepare for a Mike Tyson left hook. It doesn't matter who your sparring partners are. It doesn't matter how many fights you've had. At 24 years old, if Tyson delivers a left hook, you're not ready for it. And I don't think, Taylor Swift had been in music several years before the Eras tour, but I think that even caught people a little off guard, where it sold out SoFi Stadium 7 straight nights. And I just don't think the league was ready for Caitlin Clark. And so I said, listen, I'm going to give the league should be ready. You knew her sophomore year at Michigan, she's dropping 40 plus, or sophomore year at Iowa, she's dropping 40 plus against Michigan. If you go read Christine Brennan's book, there were a lot of signs she was going to be a superstar in the league and sell a lot of tickets and shoes and merchandise. So I'm going to be punitive on the league. But the players, I get 6 to 9 months to kind of get your arms around it. So it's like my kids when they went to college. Freshman year, you're going to have fun. Sophomore year, hit the books, grow up.
Okay. First off, this is actually really funny because it's like, of course, Caitlin Clark voted to be face of the league in 5 years. Yeah, obviously. I mean, like, she's already the face of the league right now. She was the face of the league as a rookie. She became the face of the WNBA before she ever stepped foot on the court in a WNBA game. She is so insanely popular and so insanely successful. That's the difference. She backs it up with her play. It's one thing if she was as popular as or if her game was as good as, I don't know. I don't even want to say Angel Reese because it's just, I don't want to keep going there. But like, if it just was clearly not as good or as exciting and as dynamic and as transformative, then you would say, okay, her popularity would still be there, but it will probably fade a little bit. Or when someone else is really good, it can kind of be kind of leapfrogged a bit. It makes a little bit of sense. But it's also her on-the-court excellence, her greatness, and the fact that she's seemingly breaking a record, game after game after game after game. And when you actually watch the games, the highlights and the plays that you see from her are just like, they make your eyes pop out of your head. I mean, seriously, it's crazy. It really is. I run a football channel and on Julian W. Lucas Sports, and I'll take notes on all the games. And many of the games I watch, like there's only so many timestamps that I could use to like point out something big or interesting. And when I'm watching the Fever play and Caitlin Clark play, like I could go through 3 pages worth of timestamps of just like insane moments. I mean, it's pretty wild. It's like every time she touches the ball could be the moment that you see one of the greatest plays you could ever witness. Like, that's what Caitlin Clark brings. It's by definition can't miss TV. Even if you're like, I'm a little late to the game, game started, 15 minutes ago or whatever, and like you're watching, you have a DVR or something, you're like, I could just skip ahead and just jump in at the midway through the second quarter or something, like no big deal. And it's like, no, it is a big deal because you might have missed like an insane step back logo three, a pass that went from one foul line to the other foul line. Like you there's a good chance that you missed something that was like, oh my God, what was that? That's insane. It's just, she just can't miss TV. So she's the face of the league before the league. She's the face of the league now, as that she's playing. She'll continue to be the face of the league after the league. Just like kind of like how MJ is still like a face of the NBA. His shoes are still the number one selling shoes. More than LeBron James. I mean, like, think about that. It's wild. Guy hasn't stepped foot on a court in decades. Like, that's what we're seeing with Jalen Hurts. With Caitlin Clark. I just made a football video moments ago. But that's what we're seeing with Caitlin Clark. It's just, yeah, man. It's been game, set, match. It's been checkmate, Yahtzee, Monopoly, whatever game tag, whatever you want to say, man. It's just over. It's been over. You think Paige can capture what Caitlin Clark can do? You think Juju can? Angel can? No. If they could have, it would have already happened. Do you see everyone going crazy, tuning in, locking in, and watching every single Paige game? But they're not. They're not. Which flies right in the face of the narrative as to why they talk about why Caitlin Clark is so popular. And Paige is great. I love watching her play. It's just not Caitlin Clark. It's not as exciting, not as dynamic. And again, Paige is awesome. I'm really looking forward to battles for years to come. I'm really excited to watch that. The WNBA needs it. They need more than just Caitlin Clark. And I think Paige will be great and have an awesome career. But it's just different. There's a lot of players. Kevin Durant is unbelievably amazing. I love watching Kevin Durant. He is one of my favorite basketball players of all time. There is nothing like watching Steph Curry ball. Nothing. Steph Curry is currently not the best basketball player in the NBA. Hardly a hot take, hardly controversial. Yet I rather watch Steph play on any given moment because his brand of basketball and how he plays is so insanely exciting. In his limited playoff run, because unfortunately he got injured, he was the most exciting player to watch at like 35, 36 years old. Whereas you have Ant, who's got fresh legs, SGA, right? You got a lot of these young guys who can ball, who can play great, who are exciting in their own right. They ain't Steph. And that's what Caitlin Clark has going for her. It's a combination between popularity, greatness, and style of play that is so insanely exciting. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Caitlin Clark? How far can Caitlin grow the WNBA? And are you surprised that she has now been voted to be the face of the league in 5 years? I'd like to know if those same people that voted, if they believe that she's the face of the league now, or if they still think it's someone else. That would be more telling, quite frankly. But let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.